to the Peach State. Welcome to Georgia, where Freddie Falcon soars from the rafters inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, just west of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Baltimore Ravens and the Atlanta Falcons. On the visitor's sideline, there's the head coach of the Ravens. His guy's off to a real sharp 2-0 start to begin this 2026 campaign. On the other side, you've got the head coach of the Falcons. His team fell on the road last week trying to turn things around in front of the home folks here. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Oates, and that's the kicker, Tyler Loop, set to get this started. And we are underway here in Atlanta. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
I think when you take a step back and you look at last week's loss, I think there was some good and there was some bad. And I think you could really say that about the entire team. The two touchdown passes were great. Of course, he's got to stop giving the ball away with the interception. But I think if he continues to clean up some of his fundamentals, continue to improve his decision-making, and then on top of that, guys around him just have to continue to play better.
On second down, here's Penix. Now he'll run it. And he's going to give himself up, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for the Falcons.
They'll come up here, first and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no good.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here now, third and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up third and 5.
From the gun on third down, here's Penix. They'll get 19 out of that play. First down, Atlanta.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
They're called in at the 2. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Brings up third down.
They'll go with the sneak. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
Falcons, first down. First down and goal to go.
Robinson. And looked like he might have had a lane, but the defense closed quickly. He did not get in. Second down.
No gain on the play.
I think the back just needs to be a little bit more decisive in the run game, and not everything is always going to be perfectly blocked, Mike. There's times where you just have to say, okay, let's get back.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him back at the 10. Dre Greenlaw in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year.
What started out as a promising drive seemed inevitable, Mike, with the way they were able to continue to move the ball, that they'd find themselves finishing with points. But after that second down sack brings up 3rd and long, and this drive looks suddenly very different.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? From the gun, it's Penix. That is caught by the tight end, Kyle Pitts. Touchdown, Atlanta. That is first touchdown of the new year. The tight end using the middle of the field. I got a tight end next to me who's caught 60 NFL touchdowns, knows how to operate down in those spaces.
And that was my favorite place to operate, Mike. I always had this rule: the closer you got to the middle of the field, the worse they got at defending the pass. So that's where I wanted to work, and that's where this guy was working and leads himself to a touchdown.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Wester now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2020. Lamar Jackson.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
It's a big one for the Ravens. 33 yards. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now it's Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. They get 14 on that hookup. 1st down, Baltimore. Throwing Jackson. Moving left. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. First carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Give him a gain of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for, and I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
Moving to his right. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Lamar Jackson. Touchdown, Baltimore. Initially looking to throw it for the touchdown, couldn't find anything, so Greggy takes care of business himself, using his legs for the touchdown.
Well, it was clear early. Was expecting the pass, and after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
The game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. It's a return. Here comes Calvin Austin. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
You're going to go play action with Penix. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. Logan Wilson getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Now he'll air one out. That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that 1st down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. And as the medical staff looks him, we'll step aside. They'll begin here on the ground. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. What a way to kick off a drive. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Jackson now on 2nd down. He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins as they come up to face 3rd and 5. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
He was brought down at the 26. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down.
Yo. Motion.
Jackson. That's taken in. And he's going to have a Ravens first down. They wind up with a gain of 11 on 4th down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Play action now. Jackson.
The pass on 1st down. Billy Bowman on the stop. Tackle made back at the 22-yard line.
He'll look to throw. That is going to be ball in. He's got it. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
All week, we're going to see this play be run over and over as a highlight of the quarterback and the receiver. But, Mike, the part that people don't give enough credit to, in order to get a downfield shot, you have to have great job by the offensive line, allowing the quarterback to be comfortable enough in the pocket, let those deeper routes develop, be on time and accurate with the ball, and that's why this play is going to be a highlight all week. Let's give the big guys up front some credit.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think so much of the initial conversation is how does the kickoff team handle it? Do you pooch it? Do you kick it out the back of the end zone? And I think there's going to be a wide array of approach. But maybe the part that doesn't get talked about enough, Mike, is how the new kickoff rule actually changes how you play the game offensively. So think if you have the ball inside the 5-yard line, it's 4th and goal from the 3. In the old days, right, the days that we all remember were a touchback following a score, in this case a field goal try, you would kick the ball out of the back of the end zone, hopefully, and it would be a touchback, and you would lose 17 yards. Instead of on a failed 4th down from the 3, your opponent getting the ball at the 3-yard line, they would now get it 17 yards deeper at the 20, and you would get 3 points as a result. Now, all of a sudden, if you do settle for that field goal, the chances of my opponent now possessing the ball following the kickoff outside of the 30, I lose significant field position. So the idea is I'm going to go for more touchdowns inside the 5. I'm going to go for more 4th and goal situations, because even if I fail, much rather defend my opponent when they're inside their own 5-yard line than outside of their own 30-yard line, because the difference in 3 points over the course is not worth the field position.
And the play callers in the NFL are a lot like the people who play the video games. Let's go for it on 4th down. We're seeing it more, and it adds to the excitement of the NFL in 2025. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And good running on the return. That'll help him out as the ball right around the 45-yard line.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception, but boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do. Starting field position as they set up past the 40. On 1st down, it's Penix. They'll try to set up a tight end screen with Pitts. And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 6.
Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix on 3rd and long. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to be 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now. And remember, the last time they tried this, he had it blocked. He gets free, and he's in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Big play from the special teams there, Greg. Not only did they come up with the block, but they return it for the touchdown, get a little bit of momentum with this big play.
Yeah, and there's always a little bit of a risk and reward that a coach has to balance anytime he calls for a punt rush. And we saw there exactly why you do it. You're able to get your hand, block the ball, and in this case, you get the extra bonus because it leads to a touchdown.
On is Luke to add the extra point. His kick is good, and the Ravens will take a 21-7 lead.
Falcons 7.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. That is caught out wide on the RPO. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
15 yards on the play.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. Good physical run. It'll wind up as a gain of 5. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
To throw is Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with a 1st down.
First down.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. Thrown into a sea of bodies, but it's complete. That one good for 26 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Quick throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
21-yard line.
To throw again, it's Penix. Out wide, that's Robinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up third down.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Pitts is the man in motion. On third down, Penix. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively, and now decision time. What are you going to do on fourth down?
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
They'll try to throw it with Penix. And he's going to have that first down. They didn't want to settle for 3. And now it's 1st and goal.
That's good for Falcons. First down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. On 2nd down, here's Penix. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. Logan Wilson. He's able to get to the quarterback for the 2nd time here in this first half.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on 3rd and goal, following that 2nd down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
3rd and goal. They'll throw. It's Penix. And he's going nowhere. Met and dropped behind the line. And now it's 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
Out is Younghoe Koo to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Koo's kick is good. And the Falcons cut the deficit a bit. The new score is now 21-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in 1st and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense, settling for too many field goals.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. Lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that. Beginning with first down.
You see it? Hey, Alpha, sit on! Sit on! 180! What is shot?
From the gun, Jackson. And he'll get about 3 as he's forced out of bounds.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. He'll be a little short of that first down. Tackled at about the 37-yard line. Jackson trying to get his guys back to the line.
3rd and inches.
Ringo! That's your man! That's your man! Middle! Oh. Hey, middle!
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And Those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
On fourth down, they snap it to Jackson. And he's going to have the first down. So taking a chance there, playing with the lead, but it works out for them.
First down, Baltimore.
From the shotgun, here's Jackson. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
12. And the Raven first down.
I got it. I got it.
Again, it's Jackson. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Falcons offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. Started here with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here is Penix. This one grabbed by Austin. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons
Pitts is the man in motion. Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. He's got a man down the field. It's Austin. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
That's good for a Falcons first down.
Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half.
The Falcons field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Halftime coming up. We'll get you down to Scott Hansen and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. The first couple of weeks of the regular season were wild, to say the least. What about week 3? Let's jump in. Our trip around the NFL starts now. It begins in Kansas City. The Chiefs at home to take on the Broncos in the AFC West. And it's Isaiah Pacheco. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. The Chiefs are back in the win column. They move to 2-1 with a Week 3 victory. Meanwhile, let's check in on the Dolphins as they play host to the LA Chargers. And it's Ladd McConkey. He'll take this one in, one of 2 touchdowns for him in the first half. The Chargers, looking for their 2nd win after an opening week loss, they're up at halftime. Lastly, let's go to Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers taking on the Raiders. And it's Geno Smith. A touchdown pass from 15 yards away. The Raiders with a 10-point lead at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores here in a busy week number 3. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run. This is Jalen Warren. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line.
Still first down.
Oh, my God.
Throwing Jackson. Catch made, right side by Wilson.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Second down, Jackson. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Flowers. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Jackson looking to throw. Oh, looking end zone, but it is out of the reach of the receiver and incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Jackson up top again. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's into the end zone. And they are making it look easy. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead. It's a lot tougher for this second half. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will extend this 3rd quarter lead.
13.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. Oh, he's got room past the 30. The Falcons offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half.
At their own 31-yard line.
On play action, Penix. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Teams around the league dealing with some early season injuries. No different here as we check out the key inactives for this one. On second down, Penix. A throw on the move is caught. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Plant. It's Penix. That's caught. Right side. It's London. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
13 more yards.
On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these zero or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Robinson. He brings this to about the 26-yard line. Dre Greenlaw in on the tackle.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Forced the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. Greg, I know you're passionate about this, the change in the evolution decade, the willingness to go for it even more often now on 4th down, as we've seen here.
Yeah, I think teams just continue to understand the NFL is not about yards, it's not about time of possession, it's about generating big plays, and it's about maximizing every possession you have in sustaining the ball. So when you get opportunities at certain down and distances, at certain parts of the field, to use that extra down, it changes everything. And the last thing I'll say, Mike, it doesn't happen in a vacuum. We don't decide to go for it on 4th down, or at least I'll say the good teams don't decide to go for it on 4th down on 4th down. They knew they were going for it on 4th down 3 plays ago. They knew on 1st and 10, this was 4-down territory. So 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, the play caller is using that information to say, if I need 4th down, I had it, so I don't need to get it all on 2nd, all on 3rd. So it changes the philosophy and the flow of the play caller, and the players are a lot more comfortable nowadays being in these situations.
What a run, he brings it to the red zone, taken down inside the 20-yard line. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive, 32 on the latest. A 1st down throw for Jackson. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time. He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it, but I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, Jackson. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker, it is first and goal.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Here's a run. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Rolling right now, and he's in! Lamar Jackson, touchdown Baltimore. And that is now a pair of rushing touchdowns. The quarterback giving it to them, Greg, with his legs in this one.
And we're starting to see, Mike, why this week this coaching staff told us they're encouraging this guy to do this more often. His ability to be a passer, but also a rusher, is an element to this offense that is hard for.
Loop now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens are able to extend the lead.
Ravens 35, Falcons 13.
Now, after the touchdown, Loop is back out to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now they're trying to keep it going. Room to run past the 30. And they will get him down at the 35-yard line.
A gain of 41 yards on the play.
On first down, it's Robinson. Space to run inside the 20. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Falcons first down.
A run on first and goal. And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half.
The Falcons will line up for the
From the gun, it's Penix. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Wester now to return it. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw, Jackson. Going up top and looking for Flowers. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Next to score, Ravens 42, Falcons 19.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Johnson now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Falcons offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. Finding room at the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
That's good for a Falcons first down. 1st and 10.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
And the Falcons
On the ground, it's Robinson. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. A pickup there of 25 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
And anytime this offense gets themselves going in the right direction, it just seems like the pass rush finds a way to make a play of their own, and they have completely dominated this game up until this point. I mean, it is no surprise they're playing with the lead as a result.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Conklin goes in motion. Now Penix on 3rd and long. One of the Ravens has it. One of those exciting moments in a football game. There is a turnover and a fumble, and all of a sudden the guys who were on defense, they're starting to think like offensive players, Greg. They really wanted to take that back the other way.
And I think for that offense, they're fortunate that didn't lead to a touchdown, because for a minute, I thought...
Remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay, so they might be taking a look at this one.
Sit hot! Sit hot! 180! Go with him! Go now!
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Got a man downfield. It's Wilson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. On the handoff, this is Warren. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
At the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
In the shotgun, here's Jackson. Open man is Bateman. He's got him. This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
At the 7-yard line.
Now Dowdle. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Shooting. And he's going to go backwards. Taken down at the 6.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
That is caught. What a job to keep the play alive. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Ravens. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. And another score puts them in great shape here in the 4th quarter. Greg, looks like they are on their way to 3 games and 3 wins.
And they say the only thing better than being 2-0, Mike, is being 3-0. And barring something unforeseen here down the stretch, they're going to get their 3rd straight victory to start this season. Can't ask for a much better start, and this is going to give them a real good opportunity late. Themselves in pretty good position.
On is Luke to add the extra point. He's got it, and the Ravens will add 1 more onto their big lead.
Falcons 19.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Austin now to return this. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Penix now off the bootleg. Out wide, that's Robinson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
Bijan Robinson. 2 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, here is Penix. Open man downfield, that's London. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Gain of 34 yards.
They'll run it here with Robinson. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. They'll go again with Robinson. And it doesn't appear that he got to that 1st down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
3rd down.
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. At least at first glance, they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 23-yard
They're
line.
going to go play action with Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down.
And what a play by the interior of this defensive line. There was nowhere to run. He's able to get in the backfield for a big stop, and it sets up 4th down.
And he's going to have the 1st down. An aggressive call there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection, and then who...
In trouble, and down he goes. The Pro Bowler the last 2 years, Nnamdi Madubuike, getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. London brought in motion. Here we go. One final play. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line. So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.